The Americans are completely against it and said they will never agree to it.
The Germans?
Problem is there's very little public interest there. Inflation high, unemployment high, immigrants unpopular. If there was more public interest, they might do more, but there is no sign of it.
I know a couple of Germans who are very convinced. I should have to ask them to talk louder. What about the French?
French are completely in favor. They've agreed to it already.
Well, there we go then. All we need to do is to get lots of French people to move to Germany, then we'll be fine. All right. We'll leave it there. But please, let's go through these figures one more time. If we have to go ahead with only 4 of our G8 partners, I need to be assured it's not such an embarrassingly small amount of money that it looks like a failure. Lawrence?
Yes, I'll go over the figures and get something back to you by Monday.
Good. Thank you all. George, how are you? How's Ruth?
We're fine. We'll be fine.
Good. Good. Send her my love. Come into the office. We'll iron out these subsidy issues.
I am actually meant to be meeting someone for lunch.
Can you cancel it?
Not really.
Something important?
No, but yes, in its way.
Okay. We must get this done by the start of next week. Very important. Not a lot of time. Go.
Sorry I'm late. I was, inevitably.
That's fine.
Goodness, you certainly,
Scrubbed up.
I wasn't going to say that. Was I going to say that? I wasn't going to, surely. Anyway, it's very good to see you. And, my father, in fact, came from Italy, originally.
Really?
Yes. I mean, you wouldn't have known it if you met him. He wasn't dark or anything. But he was born in the north of Italy somewhere. And then the family moved on here when his father died.
What age?
He was 13. He ended up living with a very strange aunt called Zeppa in Dollis Hill. Until he met my mum, whose name was, of course, Myrtle.
Myrtle?
Yes. And her father's name was Horace. Christ, they were an unlucky generation. I can't believe I've already told you my grandfather's name. I'm not going to say a single word for the rest of the meal. From now on, it's you.
No. I'm the one who took the trouble to scrub up nicely. You look just as bad as last time. You have to do most of the talking.
Well, yes. Well, I don't really scrub up, no matter how hard I try. The more I scrub, the more you see the horror beneath.
Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'll have the pea soup and the special risotto.
And you, Mother?
Same?
Wine?
No, thank you.
Madam?
Yes, please.
Would you like to see the wine list?
No, you choose. I'll be happy.
Johnny, how are you? Very well, thank you.
Isn't that the Chancellor of the Exchequer?
Is it?
I think so. And he just nodded at you.
Did
Yes.
he? Yes, well, That's right. He's my boss, as it were.
Wow. Don't think I've ever seen a powerful person before.
Well, you'd be surprised how little power politicians have actually got these days, in the end.
He's like John Major. Enormous sexual power.
Did you think so?
Definitely. Dirty, dirty, dirty John. Very small cups.
Yeah, sort of wish I'd ordered a cappuccino now. Could have strung it out long.
It's very nice to see. You're not going to order a second coffee, are you, Lawrence?
No, I don't think so. This is Gina. This is the Chancellor.
William, pleased to meet you, Gina. Please make sure that Lawrence gets back to his post by nightfall. The welfare of our cold and bitter country actually depends on him putting in a decent day's work once in a while.
I won't say another word to him. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Was the pea soup disgusting?
Inedible. I think there are at least two types of pea in there. One, the kind you don't usually put in food. Thank you for coming to my end of town.
You're welcome.
Do you live a long way away?
No, close enough.
Right, I better be getting back. So, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we anywhere near delivering on any of them at all?
The closest is water. Safe drinking water might just be achieved by 2015 as promised, although not in Africa.
And the worst?
All the others are bad. We might halve the death rate for children under 5 by 2150.
And all children will be in primary school by the year 2311.
Oh, for God's sake, these are joke figures. Even the Prime Minister won't live that long. Okay, 3 minutes for a cup of coffee. Of course, Lawrence, you presumably won't be needing one, having had quite a lot of coffee at lunch.
She's a pretty girl.
I don't call her pretty. I call her beautiful.
What do we think the difference is between pretty and beautiful?
Well, something to do with bone structure. Pretty is pretty while young. Beautiful will stay beautiful forever.
What would you say, Lawrence?
Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Did I miss something?
No. Just talking about the American import duty on steel.
Ah, yes. Tricky area.